The Home Secretary says the number of migrants crossing the Channel is far too high, as the figure for this year is expected to reach 35,000 this weekend.
One person is in a critical condition and 7 others are injured after a double-decker bus crashes into a bridge in Glasgow city centre.
Warnings that disabled people are being failed over a lack of accessible housing. Councils in England call for urgent reform.
Good morning. In sport, 2 of the top 3 drop points in the Premier League title race. But the leaders Liverpool come from behind twice with 10 men to draw with Fulham.
Celebration and delight as comedian Chris McCausland lifts the Glitterball trophy and becomes the first blind winner of Strictly Come Dancing.
It just shows with opportunity and support and just determination, just anything can happen.
Now, our homes are supposed to be a place of sanctuary, but that isn't always the case for everyone, particularly those with specific accessibility needs.
There's a warning that disabled people are being failed by the planning system because of a lack of suitable new housing. The District Councils network wants housing authorities to be given new powers to ensure that developers build more accessible homes. Let's take a look at today's front pages. The main story in the Sunday Times is the report that the suspected Chinese spy, who became a confidant of Prince Andrew, met 2 former Prime Ministers, Lord Cameron and Baroness May, on separate occasions.
Let's look at the Telegraph. It's reporting on government warnings that water bills will need to rise for years to come to fix the sewage crisis. It says average charges are expected to go up by £100 over the next 5 years.
The Observer leads on criticism of the government's plans to build more than 1 million homes in England. It claims the policy could allow developers to start a new generation of what it calls slum homes by converting office blocks into flats without planning permission.
A couple of other stories that caught our eye. It's coming up to Christmas. Chocolate will be everywhere. But apparently, hopefully, but apparently the price has gone up hugely. This is due to bad weather in places like Ghana and the Ivory Coast, which provide 2/3 of the world's cocoa bean production. So they're saying prices have risen from $4,000 a tonne in January to $12,000 in April and $10,000 last week. So maybe all those selection boxes might be a wee bit more expensive.
Which made it at one point more expensive per tonne than copper, which is crazy, isn't it?
Wow.
Absolutely crazy.
I'd rather eat chocolate.
I think so. Yeah, better on the teeth, isn't it?
Better on the teeth.
Perhaps.
Yeah, what else we got? We got the Rolling Stones. This is just literally proving that you're never too old, never past it, because they've been doing their recent tour, and this is according to the Mirror, saying that apparently they've been raking in £10 million in revenue per night.
That's not bad work, if you can guess it.
Not bad work at all. Well done to them.
Indeed. And do you know who else has probably made a fair amount over a career? Is Cher, in the Mirror, saying, she's saying on Desert Island Discs on BBC Radio 4, hinting that her next album could be her last. She's saying your voice starts to run out as you get older. You can't hit the high notes anymore. She also confessed to being rather nervous when filming for the film Tea with Miss Looney with the late Dame Maggie Smith. Oh. So even the biggest stars get anxious.
And how old is she?
She is 78.
78, and still looking fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Northern service to Newcastle.
And rolling back the years, the railway line carrying passengers again for the first time in 6 decades.